In this video, I will be talking about the effects of ascorbic acid, vitamin C, in lemons on the enzymatic browning of apples. So, ascorbic acid is another name for vitamin C, and lemons will be used in this video because they are rich in vitamin C. Enzymatic browning is a chemical process that happens in fruits and vegetables by the enzyme polyphenol oxidase, which results in brown pigments. Apples and other types of fruit turn brown once the cut surface is exposed to air. This is because of a chemical process with oxygen in the surrounding air called oxidation. Enzymatic browning can be observed in fruits, vegetables, and seafood, and it is detrimental to its quality, particularly after harvest storage. This is because enzymatic browning may be responsible up to 50% of all losses during fruit and vegetable production. This is mostly because of the changes in the phenolic contents, which are associated with the effects on taste and nutritional quality. This causes there to be an effect on consumer acceptance of the fruit because of its undesirable color. In this video, I will investigate if there is an observable effect of enzymatic browning of red apples based on the different concentrations of vitamin C, ascorbic acid, in lemons. This is because enzymatic browning, as I mentioned before, is due to oxidation, and vitamin C is a well-known antioxidant. I think this is a good topic to go over because I've mentioned before this affects food production and consumer acceptance. So production companies put preservatives in some food to help increase their shelf life, and ascorbic acid is one of those preservatives that is commonly used. Also, this is a phenomenon that most likely all of us have seen because it is so easily observable, like this apple that I had cut beforehand yesterday, and you could easily see that it is brown. And as I could note in this apple pudding, apple puree, apple sauce, if you look at the ingredients, it is apples, water, ascorbic acid, vitamin C. So off the bat, you can see that it is commonly used. Okay, so in this presentation, these will be the supplies that will be used. We will be using a red delicious apple. I decided to use a red delicious apple because they are known to brown very easily, and the effect of ascorbic acid will be more visually evident. We will also be using 1 lemon, an apple slicer, but if you don't have an apple slicer, another thing we could do is use a knife and a cutting board if you'd like, but you would have to check that the knife is rust free because rust can accelerate the enzymatic browning. And then we will also be using 2 plates to put the apples in, and a measuring cup. Sadly, I do not have a measuring cup, so I will improvise and estimate with a shot glass from my parents' house. Okay, so for the procedure, we will get 2 plates and label them. This will be plate A, this will be plate B. And then we will wash 1 unbruised apple. I already washed the apple. And then we will cut and squeeze 1 lemon. It's nice and juicy. Okay, we will fill half a shot glass with pure lemon juice. I will do that in a bit. And then we will cut the apples with the apple cutter, where one of the slices will be the control, and the other slice, slice B, will have the pure lemon poured on top of it. We wait until the end of this procedure list to cut the apples to reduce exposure to oxygen. And then we will pour lemon juice and wait 2 hours. Okay, that seems about half. I tried to squeeze as much of it possible. Okay, so this will be the control. I got 6 slices out of the apple slicer, or actually 8 slices, and I chose 2 that were the most similar in size and color, and I wanted to use the same apple in order to have the apple slices be in the same stage. Okay, so I will pour the half shot glass of pure lemon juice on the apple slice. And then we will wait 2 hours and record our observations and results. These are the results after 2 hours. This is the apple slice A and this is the apple slice B. This was the control where nothing was added. As you can see, after 2 hours, enzymatic browning is occurring at a faster rate than the apple slice that had the vitamin C ascorbic acid from the lemon juice. As it can be seen, this one's darker than this one. This one even appears like nothing even happened to it. It's very well preserved. This is because, as mentioned before, when the apple is cut and its flesh is exposed to oxygen, it has enzymatic browning due to oxidation, and the apple slice with the ascorbic acid will deteriorate the process of browning the most because ascorbic acid is an antioxidant. So, when apples are cut, the damaged cells are exposed to the presence of oxygen in the air, and the damaged cells release the enzyme polyphenol oxidase, which oxidize the polyphenols in the apple's flesh, and it catalyzes the initial steps in producing ketones, which goes through polymerization and reacts with amino acids to produce dark polymers called melanin. When the apple slice had juice, or in other words, the strong reducing agent ascorbic acid, then the enzymatic browning was deteriorated because the ascorbic acid prevented the process of O-quinone converting into its colored end product. When the ascorbic acid was added on the apple slice, the ascorbic acid competed with the enzyme polyphenol oxidase to react with oxygen, where the ascorbic acid formed a barrier from oxygen from reacting with the substrate that caused the enzymatic browning process. Okay, so this is the end of our video. I just want to note that further improvements could have been done to this experiment video method. For example, the apples could have been peeled and then have a certain amount for each apple flesh, and then blended with the solutions, and then have the time pass by, equal time pass by, and then use a calorimeter in order to measure the enzymatic browning of each solution. Also, I hope you learned something from this video and see that something so common and simple like apples turning brown have chemistry behind it. So next time you decide to have apple slices as a snack, try to remember and squeeze some lemon juice on top to prevent oxidation and get some vitamin C in your diet. Thank you for watching.